Welcome back to another episode of Not Your Average Joe and Dad, and today we'll be talking about youth season.
Youth season. This is our second podcast. We recorded one yesterday. So we'll call this part 2. We'll pick up where the other one left off, huh?
Yep, and we're recording this at 7:30 at night, just killing time.
That's right. So actually, if you listen to the last podcast, which pause right here and go listen to it, about my Montana adventure, we talk about I get in late Thursday night, and Friday, me and Joe head out, go pick up the new rifle. It's a Seekins Element Hunter 6.5 PRC. I'm normally
cool looking gun.
Yeah, I'm normally a 30 cal guy. Actually, everything I have is a 30 cal, 300 blackout, 308, 300 Win Mag, etc. I'm a 30 cal guy, and I had this gun on order in a 300 Win Mag, and I ordered it early February at the Western Hunt Expo when I was up there with MKC.
When he met Remy?
Yep, when I met Remy. And it's, they put out a lot of new products, so it's taking a little while. They told me it was going to take some time.
Some while?
Yeah, take a little while. And so come October, I was trying to get the gun in time for my hunt to Montana.
That didn't happen.
Didn't happen. I reached out to him, and because I kind of heard some things in forums or Facebook groups that the long actions were still months out from being produced. And then I really got to thinking about it. Thumper is a custom-built 300 Win Mag. It's an incredible gun.
One of one.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of my brainchild from a long time ago. So it's like, I already have one. Maybe I'll get a short action. It gets the barrel shorter, lightens it up even more, be something for Joe to shoot and have some fun with. And instead of going with the 16-inch 308, I went with the 6.5 PRC because that's a lot of people are shooting it and like it a whole lot. So that's what I changed it to, and I was hoping it was going to get here in time, and it didn't. It got delivered the day I left, which we covered that. But anyway, Friday, me and Joe go and pick it up finally. So I waited from February to mid-November to get it. I was really excited. Give me your first impressions on it.
I really like it. The folding stock, the looks of it is really cool.
Yeah, so if people aren't familiar with it, it's the Seekins Element Hunter. It is a lightweight chassis style stock. It folds. So the stock is kind of skeletonized, folds over on the bolt. Super lightweight, like the short actions, like 5.5, 6 pounds.
Wow.
It's a 20-inch carbon barrel. We'll run it with a suppressor, of course. But really cool. Pistol grip type thing. A little different than what Joe is used to.
When I first shot, I was like, wow, this is weird. This is a pistol grip.
Yeah. So we get it, and then we go to take my mule deer head to the taxidermist.
Wasn't there.
And yeah, he's had some personal things go on, so he wasn't there. So I put it in the freezer. We waited. We ran by and got some Mobucks.
Brings those Mobucks.
Yeah, we needed to move some cameras and get some Mobucks out for the youth season. So this was Friday. The youth opener was Saturday. I'd originally told Joe that we weren't going to go Saturday and Sunday because we had this big old cold front coming through on Sunday night, Monday, and Monday morning looked really good.
And I was like, ha!
True. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, we can't miss an opener. So we get that. We go out to camp and get my buddy's 4-wheeler up and going.
Yeah, this is the funny part.
And I'll let Joe tell his version of this story.
First? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it takes a minute to get the 4-wheeler running, but we get it running. We're riding down, and I'm like, oh, I smell a campfire. And then a few minutes later, I was like, oh, I smell a campfire burning plastic. I start seeing smoke. We hop off the 4-wheeler, and I was like, we got a flame. And so Dad grabs something out of the front of the 4-wheeler and starts poking at it and trying to put it out. And we eventually got it put out, and turns out it was like a brake or something. What is it?
Yeah, you want to tag me in?
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't drive probably 350 yards.
If that.
And this is a Grizzly 660, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's my buddy Ben's. I was using it because mine's at the house. I got to rebuild the rear end in it.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to get in and get out real quick, right? Well, Joe said he smelled a campfire. I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And then I see the smoke come out. And so I throw it in park, cut it off. We jump off.
Drag Mobucks off.
Mobucks. Well, so what happened was this particular 4-wheeler, it's kind of new to me. actually has a rear disc brake on the drive shaft. It doesn't have disc brakes on the wheels like mine.
And when I looked at the back of it, I was like, wow, that's a strong flame. Turns out that was the plate. It was burning red hot.
Yeah, the actual disc brake on the drive shaft was glowing orange. And what happened was is his four-wheeler's been sitting up all year and wasn't clean,
A
and
bunch of sticks and
all the
stuff.
dried pine needles and sticks and everything had actually caught fire in the rear of this four-wheeler. So I reach in, I think I grabbed a tripod out of the front basket, and I was trying to get all the what it was on fire out from under it. And Joe's like, "Do I need to like get off or get away?" I was like, "Yes, son, please get away."
Well, I was off. I was like,
Should I get back? Yeah, I was like, "Please back up." So I get it, and I'm trying to get all that stuff out, and I end up having to grab a stick and get it all out. So long story short, four-wheeler caught fire. I was trying to keep it from the gas tank, which we did, which was great. It really wasn't as bad as it sounds. We got all the tinder away from it and just kind of rolled it over and parked it, let it cool down.
It took a while for it to cool down. It was still burning.
Yeah, we left it be actually, and just left it where it was, and we came back and got it afterwards and got it out of there. But from there, we had to walk all the mobucks in and move the cameras and all that. So we got all that done Friday. Friday after we got that done, came home and actually set the gun up.
Oh yeah, you did the like scope thingy.
Yeah, so I've had I like a certain reticle. All the guns we shoot for the most part have a Vortex Razor.
40.
Yeah, it has a Vortex Razor LHT. I just really like that reticle setup. It's very clean, very simple, has a dot, not a lot of junk in there, so you still have a great field of view. Just something I've gravitated to
Yes.
over years.
So what I don't like about a scope is when like the lines are super big and like the numbers are just everywhere and there's no dot in the center.
Yeah.
Like that just messes up my visibility. And this scope that we have, I really like. It's a dot. The lines aren't that big, and the numbers are out of the way.
Yeah. So if you've never seen it, look up the Vortex Razor LHT MOA, not the Milrad, but the MOA. It's just, I like it. It's very clean. It has a center dot, and when you illuminate it, only the dot lights up. The hash marks and all that don't light up. Just something I prefer. I like it. I've shot a bunch, and also like too because it's 19 ounces, so it's really light. It's 3x15. I prefer 42 just to keep everything small, light, compact.
I think everything's light on that gun besides the can.
Yeah, and
the thing about getting a custom one for it.
So got it all set up, running Seekins rings on that. So they actually shipped those with a rifle. Got the trigger adjusted down, and got all that ready to go. But that was Friday night. Q season opened Saturday, so we took Joe's 308 Shorty. It's a 16.5-inch barrel Remington 700. It was his uncle's. I had the barrel cut down and threaded just to be real light and compact. We would have taken Thumper, the 300 Win Mag, but what I didn't talk about was when I was packing out the deer.
It got thumped this time.
I dropped it because it was wet. It was slick. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but it fell on the scope on some rocks while I was packing out the mule deer in Montana.
Which, if you don't know, isn't that good for a scope.
No. So just really wanted to shoot it again to make sure it was right, and didn't want to take it. So we took Joe's 308 and went hunting Saturday morning.
It's not Joe's 308. It's Shorty.
Shorty. Yep, Shorty.
He has a name for a purpose.
Yep. So tell me about the hunt Saturday morning.
So Saturday morning, not much happened. Did we really see anything? We saw maybe one deer.
Wasn't that the one where we had the deer in the field before shooting light?
Oh, yeah. So the first 2 or 3 days, I had this magic of Dad was like, all right, look through the scope. Tell me how it looks. And then the deer was in the scope. I'm like, Dad, there's a deer on the field.
Yeah, but this would have been, with the time change, shooting light is super early.
Yeah, so we probably left the house at 5:15 one time.
Yeah, because sunrise has been anywhere from 6:18 to 6:22. So shooting light is 5:22, 5:55, really early in the morning. So yeah, we Joe's like, there's a deer in the field, and it honestly was probably 300 yards away.
No, maybe 250, farther than 250.
Doesn't matter. You weren't shooting it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it was before shooting light. And I don't remember. Did we see anything else?
Was that the day where we saw, like, the 3 deer in the very back, the 3 does?
Yeah, that was the day that I look up briefly, and there's 3 does running at 420 yards, and they ran across our shooting lane like they were running from something.
Yeah. Which deer do a lot.
Yeah.
And also, we had seen a coyote and a bobcat later on.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, that's not part. We're not to the story yet. Quit skipping ahead on stories, son. We're gonna have to get you to be a better storyteller. You're trying to tell stuff that happened 2 days before. We'll get there.
You mean later?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 2 days after. So yeah, we didn't really see a whole lot. Actually, we didn't sit super, super late.
No, we probably left at, like, what, 8?
Yeah, we only sat for a couple hours because the plan was is we were actually going to go meet my buddy Steven and his son Andrew at the shooting range to get the new Seekins sighted in.
And yes, Mr. Steven, you did make it on this podcast again.
That's right. Shout out to Steven and Andrew. Andrew's Joe's hunting buddy. I think, what do you say? He was 6, about to be 7?
Yeah, he's about to be 6.
But
7.
last year, Joe and Andrew killed a does on opening weekend. So it was really cool.
Didn't we both kill a deer on the same day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all did. So we go, we head out, earlier than we normally would just to go get the new Seekins sighted in. Met Steven, got to the gun range, went back to kind of a back range where I could get on paper because I hadn't shot it. I shot 2 shots at like 25 yards and they were dead center and touching.
Yeah.
So that's good. Went to another range.
Was about what, 151?
Well, you can shoot up to 300.
Well, yeah.
And started the sight-in process, and also I got an Athlon Doppler chronograph that I like a lot. It's kind of like the Garmin, a little bit cheaper, but honestly, I've watched a lot of reviews. They're great. Highly recommend. Gives me all my chronograph data and all that on the phone. I can save everything. So I was doing some different bullets and testing those out. Put it out to 100. I was probably 1.5 feet high at 100 and pulled it down. Not many shots and got on target.
Yeah, because we could only do like 3 shots and then the barrel would get hot.
Yeah, we want to keep it cool. So I do 3 to 5 shots and then we shoot something else or talk and all that kind of stuff.
Me and Andrew were in the background playing.
Yeah, y'all were playing the whole time. Huh? And so anyway, I have a bunch of ammo I need to try, but my buddy Chase had really good luck with the 127 Barnes LRXs. Great group. I shot the 143 Hornady ELDXs. Those weren't bad. Didn't put a lot of time in. Really kind of sighted them in for the 127 LRXs because there again, you're jumping in the story, son. Stop jumping around in the story. They shoot incredible. I mean, from my gun nerds, great groupings. From my nerds out there, the standard deviation wasn't bad. This feet per second was actually a little bit slower than what Chase was getting out of his 20-inch PRC Seekins PH3.
Yeah, but also like every now and then, one round would be hotter than the other. Like
that was different ammo. Oh. So I went with that. My buddy Ryan in Montana that I talked about in the previous one. He's got a lot of friends shooting the LRXs, the 127s at elk and mule deer and just laying them out. So went with that. The last group I shot, it was a 1/2 inch it was 3-shot group, 1/2 inch at 100 yards, dead center. And when I say 1/2 inch, that was from edge of bullet diameter to edge of hole, right? Yeah. So it's, if you take out the bullet diameter, it's probably it's a quarter of an MOA gun. So can't complain with that. I was like, let it cool off a little bit. I was like, well, let me shoot the steel at 300. I didn't have any dope charts or anything, so I was just kind of winging it. I aimed high, and I hit almost dead center of the steel target at 300 yards. So I felt good about it. Joe was like, I want to shoot it, and he's never shot this gun, and he's never shot steel at 300.
I've never shot anything at 300. No, I've shot and missed at a deer, but
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So the gun's a little different.
That was at like 350 though.
All of my other guns have I like flat triggers, so they all are running Timney flat shoe triggers. So this one's a little bit different for Joe. It's a standard. It's a Trigger Tech trigger. It's set to about 2.5 pounds. All my other ones are about 1.5 pounds. This one's curved. He's used to a flat. So just a little bit different setup. And I was like, you get one shot, good, bad, or ugly. And you need to aim high, but I didn't tell him how high and tell him what happened.
So I aimed a little high, not much high though. And when I shot, it hit low and right.
Yeah, but you hit the steel plate.
Uh-huh.
Now, granted, it was a big steel plate. It's like a
Yeah.
2-foot steel plate. I told him, I said, son, you still would have missed a deer, but I'm happy you hit it. And it was excited because you get to hear the ding and all that. And actually,
Yeah, this was me. So
yeah. And we recorded it just for fun because the baby raising spot and scope on a tripod is invaluable at a shooting range.
Huh.
So anyway, long story short, not really short, long story long, we got the gun all sighted in, felt good about it. And did we hunt Saturday afternoon?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think we did because it actually got pretty warm.
Yeah.
And there was that cold front moving in.
Yeah, because what day was supposed to be perfect?
Monday. Yeah.
Which was the day that I have school.
Yep. And so anyway, I guess we bypassed Saturday night. I don't remember why. I mean, I didn't really plan on hunting Sunday, but Joe was like, we're going hunting on Sunday morning.
Yeah, so in the morning, well, at night, I was like, Dad, we're going hunting in the morning. So he comes in my room at 5 o'clock, and he's like, Joe, you want to go hunting? I was like, yep. He was like, but I'm tired. I was like, too bad.
Yeah, so I've still been trying to catch up on sleep because I was on the road for a long time and we had a lot to do on Friday, so I was up at 4:30 on Saturday. I was up at 4:30 on Sunday to get Joe. To be honest with you, I just wanted to catch some sleep and kind of catch up and rest. But
Which you called up this afternoon.
I did feel good now. But so we went, and what happened Sunday?
Sunday
morning.
Sunday morning, we didn't really see nothing. We saw, what did we see? We saw a little spike.
Is that Sunday?
No, that wasn't Sunday. We saw a bobcat that day. That was the day we saw a bobcat, right?
No, that was Monday.
Monday.
I don't know what we saw on Sunday.
Yeah.
Actually, Sunday was a day that we didn't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, there was a little 6-point on my other camera across camp.
Oh, yeah, that was that day. And then Sunday night.
No, we're not there yet. I don't know why you want to jump around, son. So, yeah, we didn't see much on Sunday. Or Sunday morning. And then we had to do some stuff Sunday midday, but we ended up getting out back to camp Sunday. Probably about 2, met Steven and Andrew because they were going to come hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Steven messed with his 4-wheeler and the battery was dead.
And then me and Andrew once again played baseball with pine cones.
Yep, played baseball with pine cones. And so we hung around. We let the kids play. We actually didn't get in the stand till probably 3:30. But actually, that was Mr. Dell at camp.
Oh, yeah.
He was there and actually ran down there. And so I'd had Ben's 4-wheeler sitting out. And so we ran down there and got that.
And that's when you saw
That's when I saw the coyote. As soon as we pulled up, there was a coyote in the field. And it ran away and then actually crossed back over. But got the 4-wheeler out of there. Ben came and picked it up. Was going to mess with it.
Oh, when did he pick it up?
An hour after we got in the stand on Sunday.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And so we go to the stand Sunday night. We're in the stand we've been hunting. Steven and Andrew weren't far away. And I'll let you take it from there.
So we didn't really see anything. And then
we didn't see anything. We didn't see anything at all.
And then comes around 5:15, 5:16, 2 does walk out.
No, a little bit. So the way it worked is actually seeing good up until 5 o'clock. 5:15 comes and it gets dark. Now legal shooting light was 5:33 ended. And at 5:15 we were struggling a little bit. And at 5:20 2 does walk out.
Yes, and I'm kind of looking at him. I'm on the gun, and Dad's like, "You can shoot one if you shoot one. Just make sure you shoot the big one." And so the little one walks out, and the big one has most of its body behind the tree besides the shoulder.
Well,
And
let's hold on. So I'm talking to Joe because I'm trying to educate him a little bit. I'm like, hey, what can you see, etc. I'm like, honestly, I think it may be too dark. I don't want to say you're, and I'm like, I'm gonna let you make the call. Trying to let you make a little decision. I said, because normally I tell him if he can shoot or not, but he's been doing this a little while. And I was like, I'm gonna let you make the call. Can you see? Can you not? And I think your exact words were, I can see good enough. I think I'm going to take my chances. And that should never be what you hear, right? And I'm trying to film. Actually, I was just filming with my iPhone because it's got a great zoom, but it was dark and it got real grainy. And the deer came out, but most of her body was behind a tree. And we're trying to pick that apart. And what happened?
so we cut the red dot on, and
That's just on the scope, so
yeah.
he can have a point of reference.
So
And I think I hear Joe go, she's broadside. And
uh,
and then I guess shortly after that, I hear the gun go off.
yeah, so I fire the gun, and I see this big fireball. Well, it wasn't big. It was just a little muzzle blast fire.
Mhm.
And that's the last thing I see. And both the deer go taking off, and me and Dad are trying to look. We can't see anything. And Dad
Well,
was
then
like,
I go, the deer, is she down? And Joe goes, no. I said, okay.
so. And then shortly after, we're both still looking, and then the little doe walks back out. And so we're like, well, where's the other one? And I was like, well, the other one has to be dead. But then we're like, we don't know.
Yeah. So, and I had this videoed, and I'm like, all right, well, let's pack up.
Not there yet.
Oh, you're not?
So
Normally you're jumping very far ahead, so I was just trying to keep up.
So we wait a few minutes. We're kind of talking, and then we get down to the stand, and Dad drops his backpack right by the stand, and we start walking over there. And when we finally get there, we can't see any hair, any blood, no nothing. So Dad starts tracking on his phone, and then we start walking.
Well, we know where she was standing.
We
And we're looking, we have, 2 headlamps on, we got, enough light, and I'm looking for foot tracks, I'm looking for, like, turn marks, all this kinda stuff, and we don't see any blood or hair at all, at all.
yeah.
And
And
I
then
cut on Onyx and started track, so I wanna go kinda walking and looking.
And then there was this kinda, like, little creek bed thing that we walk
Dry
in,
creek.
dry creek bed, and we start walking along it, and then we take a right off of it. We looked around, we saw 2 eyes, which we think was the little deer. Well, we pretty much know it was the little deer, and then it starts running off, we don't
Well,
know.
then Steven calls and is like, "Hey, do y'all need help?" And I told him, I was like, "Hey, I mean, just from what I'm seeing here, I think it's a miss, like, give me a few minutes,
You
let us."
said you think it's a whiff.
A whiff. Yeah, miss, whiff. I was like, give us a few minutes and let us keep looking.
Yeah, so, keep looking, still can't find anything. No hair, no blood, no nothing. No broken twigs, and no
Yeah. No
footprints.
blood on trees.
Mhm. And then,
And just so y'all know, this is like our camp's bigger than this, but this little section's only 40 acres. So it's only 400 yards, about 400 yards, etc.
so we start circling back around. We get back to the field. We still didn't see anything on the way back.
we went back to the field and then I went another direction.
Yeah, and then we went left, kinda walked down the field, and
And I cut in.
not there yet. And then while we're walking on the field, I'm like, "I smell deer."
No, you said that when we were in the woods.
Okay, whatever. So we walk into the woods, and I'm like, "I smell deer." And Dad was like, "Well, deer can put that off whenever they're scared." And I was like, in my mind, I was like, "No, I smell deer. I smell dead deer." So, to me, that's what it smelled like. And then,
I smelled it.
when we kept walking around, still didn't see anything. So we finally decided that we would come back in the morning, hunt a little bit before school, which started at 9 o'clock. So we had
Well, this whole time I'm like, Joe, I don't see anything.
Mhm.
Like, I don't have anything to go off of. I have 0 blood, 0 hair, 0 signs that you hit this deer. We don't see her. We've covered, I don't know,
300 yards maybe.
we covered a little less than half a mile in the whole track. So I mean, we had moved a good bit looking for this deer, and I let Steven know like, hey, I'm thinking it's a miss. We're heading back to camp.
Yeah, so then we come back in the morning, we do a little hunting.
No, no,
Also,
no, no, we're not there yet. So me and Steven, I'm looking at the video I
oh
took.
yeah, oh yeah.
So we're back at camp looking
No,
at
no,
the
no.
video. Okay.
So yeah, me and Andrew are playing again, and Dad and Mr. Steven are looking at the video, and I'm like, Andrew, hold on, I'm gonna go look at this video. Turns out that this deer, from what we can tell, well, actually, we know now, that right before I shot, this thing was quartering hard away.
Yeah, she went from being broadside to quartering hard away. And Joe just honestly, it was too dark for him to tell that she had moved.
To
Because
me, I didn't see any movement or anything. To me, it still looked like that deer was standing right there still,
yeah.
with its head up.
So I started doing some analysis because actually my trail, it actually ended up being in front of my trail camera, and I have a picture of this deer jumping in the air with the other one running. So this deer is up and back legs are out a little bit.
And I'm like, a deer doesn't jump like that unless
And
it's hit.
I'm looking at the video and it's grainy and dark, but you can see the deer move. And then when Joe shoots, it's literally right before the gun goes off, and you see the deer jump ish, kind of, but it almost looks like there's dirt that flies up from a miss, and it just wasn't enough to really make an assessment on.
So then, after that, we head home, go to bed, wake up in the morning, we go hunting.
And the reason we get up and go is because it's nice.
Yeah. No, that was the next day,
That
but it
was
was
both nice.
perfect.
It was like 30 degrees that night.
Yeah.
So Sunday night was like 30 high, like low of 30.
But legitimately, we saw nothing until we went to go look for the deer, which
Yeah,
I'm not there
we
yet.
hunted Monday morning.
Mhm.
So Joe's homeschooled, like we've talked about. He goes to school 1 day a week. It's on Mondays. I was like, we're gonna go in the morning. It's super nice.
Mhm.
And so he was gonna have to be back by 8:30. But that gives you like legal shooting lights 5:55. That gives you 2.5 hours
Yeah.
easily. So we hunt and don't see anything.
Nothing
So
besides. Was that no?
no, we didn't see anything.
No.
And at 7:45, I'm like, hey, let's get down. Let's go walk and take a look.
Okay, and then this is when I take over. So we get down there and we're looking, and I'm looking down from
What I say?
what?
What I tell you when we get down there and we're looking?
Looking for blood?
No,
What?
I said I said you're looking for blood, but also I need you looking for any little
Oh, yeah.
piece of hair you can find.
And then
And within seconds,
I'm not there yet. So I'm walking around and I'm looking down. And I'm like, oh, what was that? I find the smallest little patch of hair.
it may have been 5
Ever.
pieces of hair. But I just said I need you looking for hair too, and it wasn't 30 seconds, and Joe goes, "I have hair." I'm like, "Oh Lord, here we go." And I look, and it honestly was probably 5 or 6 pieces of white hair.
And Dad was like, you might have just
Skimmed it.
that deer. And so after that, we kind of start looking around more. Still nothing at all besides the hair.
Yeah, there's no blood. There's no other hair.
So we walked into that little creek, dried up creek bed, and then instead of taking a right this time, we took a left.
Well, and we took a left the night before, but I did
We didn't go that far.
I did a left. I didn't. I did a little harder left instead of more of a center left, if that makes sense.
And so we walked a few steps, and I was like, I see her.
Yeah, I saw her. She was piled up 60 yards, and she was just in this one little like section that we didn't walk through.
Yeah.
And she was piled up 60 yards from where Joe shot her.
Yeah. Never using those bullets again until we sighted the other ones because those things didn't leave nothing but hair.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to look at it. So when we get there and we start analyzing the shot, and actually it was not a bad shot.
Finally conquered a quartering shot, even though I didn't know.
Quartering away. So what happened was she was broadside and turned to a hard quartering away, and Joe hit her behind the rib cage perfect elevation, everything, and it actually came out the opposite front shoulder.
Yeah, and that shoulder, the foot in the picture was behind her ear.
Yeah, behind her head. But the bullet didn't do a lot. I don't know. The exit hole was probably a quarter in diameter. It wasn't big at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, completely did its job, but just didn't leave a big wound channel. It actually performed exactly like the Barnes TSX 165 copper bullets.
At least those left a little drop of blood. These was
sometimes.
nothing.
Yeah, they didn't leave. It didn't leave a. It didn't leave a lot of blood. So
didn't leave any blood.
No, it didn't leave any blood. Actually, she didn't even drain blood when we carried her out, which was weird. But she was probably dead within seconds of Joe shooting her. She didn't go 60 yards. Front shoulder was completely broken. But I was happy we found her. It was 30 degrees. Meat was still good. So I had to call Joe's mom and be like, hey, I need you to come get Joe. We found his doe from last night. He didn't miss. And Joe got all happy because he left me to do all the hard stuff.
I was just prancing around like, da. And I told Mom as soon as I got in the car, I was like, I'm just so happy I don't have to get my hands wet because it is cold out there.
It was cold. But anyway, we went and got the game cart, and Joe was still around for that. I drug her to the road, got her on the game cart. We wheeled her out. And as soon as we got back, his mom pulled up, took him to school. And
we had to run home and change because all I had was a ice cream t-shirt with ice cream shorts.
Yep. And so, I just took my time and got as much meat as I could. I didn't gut her. She'd been there all night.
Yeah.
Honestly, hate to say it, but I left the tenderloins. They were inside, all of that stuff.
And I bet nasty. I popped the gut.
But I actually got a lot of meat. I got all the back hams, back legs, back strap, neck meat, front shoulders. I even saved the front shoulder. Joe tore apart. I was able to get the shank, and I'm going to be able to get a lot of pieces off of the...
Shanks are one of the best part on the deer. I don't care what you say.
Got a lot of the blade. The only thing that I may lose a little bit of meat around the ball joints.
Yeah.
So, those normally stay hot or hotter longer.
So it might have been spoiled a little.
Yeah, I wanted to get them on ice, so I didn't do a full inspection yet. But got all that done.
Use the deer as my show and tell.
Yep, got her put in the cooler. And then Joe got home from school, and like Monday and Tuesday were like the best days we've had. And weather-wise, I mean, and I didn't plan on going hunting Monday night.
Oh, and also, I forgot, when we had the game cart and we were going down to get the doe, 7 does walked out.
Yeah, we were sitting there actually loading this deer up, and 7 or 8 deer actually run out, more does. So that was good to see. But I didn't plan on going hunting Monday, but it was just beautiful weather. And so I texted Lauren, and I was like, hey, does Joe want to go hunting this afternoon?
And Mom was like, do you want to go? And I was like, yep.
Yep. So we went and hunted that afternoon, and actually didn't see anything. It was the best weather we've had. And actually, Monday night's low was 28 degrees, which is pretty darn chilly for Mississippi this time because it's already back in the 70s.
And in the morning, it was like 26.
No, it was 28. So it felt great. We went out there, sat a long time, and the only thing we saw was a spike.
And a doe.
And no, that morning we saw a spike, came home. Actually, I took a nap, got some lunch. We went back Tuesday, and a little yearling doe came out, and that was it. And it was low of 28, high of 44. The wind wasn't bad. I thought we were going to be covered up. And the part that I didn't tell y'all is Monday night actually had a sure enough shooter buck show up on camera.
Oh.
Yeah. And actually,
I'm not giving you any locations to this deer camp, no matter what, just so you know.
I've had pictures of this deer for the last year or two. Really nice deer. So Joe was really excited to get back in there. He's an old deer. He's thick. And actually had another shooter buck come in for Joe that night. So, I mean, Monday night, we had plenty of deer roll through there.
And when Dad showed me the picture of the big deer, I was like, start planning your funeral, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you got to see him first. But
yeah.
We hunted hard Tuesday, a lot of time, and saw 2 deer. Nothing else.
And a bobcat.
But that was it. So, I mean, we hunted 4 days in a row. Joe got on the board with a doe, got the Seekins broke in, because I really told him we were walking out. I said, man, you're putting bad juju on my new rifle with a miss.
But I didn't.
But he didn't. He had a good shot. And he kept trying to tell me I zeroed it wrong, and I was like, "No, son, that gun is on. That gun shot quarter of an MOA."
And if I missed it, I knew that it was my fault.
I know, but I want some time behind it. I'm gonna play with some bullets. The 143 ELDXs, the 130 grain terminal ascents. I've kind of come to where I kind of want some maximum devastation. I switched to copper years ago to preserve meat and meat loss, and it's done a great job with that. But the issue is if you can't recover the deer, you have 100% meat loss, and so I want to find that happy medium of good trackability, but also
Trackability?
yeah, I don't know if that's a word or not. Good
Now it
trackability,
is.
but also some devastation that where you can find the deer. So I got a whole bunch of ammo here. I really want to sit down and play with the speeds and all this, but I really like the Seekins. It's Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday. Me and Joe did not hunt.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sleeping in this morning, finally, because you're on the board. And actually, after Tuesday, it heats back up. It's like in the upper 70s for the next 2 weeks. Now, the mornings aren't bad. It's probably going to be the low 40s, but I wanted to take a day. And then this is the guitar nerd in me. I actually had found a guitar on Facebook Marketplace I wanted to buy. And I was kind of up in there. I was second in line. Lady texted me early this morning. I was like, "Hey, it's yours if you want to come get it." I said, "I'll be in the truck in 15 minutes." It's a 1936 National Duolian, a metal dobro. For anybody that likes the blues, it is actually from the heart of the Mississippi Delta. It was in an estate sale in Greenwood, Mississippi.
Not for sale.
Yeah, no, this one's going to be around for a long time. Just a guitar I've wanted a long time. As Joe pointed out, it's almost 100 years old. It looks like it was drugged behind a truck. Absolutely love it. Need to do some work on it and get it right.
Tell him what the last name was of the last person who owned it.
The guy that owned it, last name was King, out of the Mississippi Delta, but no relation to any of the kings of the blues.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just an incredible story. She was selling it as a decor piece and wanted to paint it, and I saved it and I'll bring it back to life. Just very cool story. So me and Joe did not hunt that day, and actually,
You mean today?
Today, yeah. And so I'm riding pretty high on that, and I think Joe wants to hunt in the morning. And then we hung around the house because last night Joe's mother got sick and the dog got sick. It was a long night.
Yeah, so I just wanna kind of say this morning I was kind of the man of the house. I made Mom some bone broth, and I made breakfast. I made some of our deer burger, not deer
Maple
burger,
bacon
deer,
sausage.
yeah, that, and then made some eggs.
Yeah, it was nice. He's my own little personal chef now. I'm ready to get that going. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna hunt. I wanted to go shoot the gun tomorrow and really put some time in with it, but
Oh, is Steven gonna be free?
no, there's the Turcotte range, the one out by the
Canton?
reservoir, yeah, Canton. But it actually looks like they're shut down for the Mississippi High School trap shoot. There's a tournament, trap shooting tournament. So
What's a trap shoot?
like the clays, they call it trap.
Oh, Geets, clays.
So yeah, we're gonna go hunt in the morning. Actually, I'm glad we didn't hunt today because my cameras, I had 3 little bucks on camera, like spikes and forkies and stuff. They're all pretty dead today. I'm guessing these severe weather changes maybe messing with them. I don't know. But Joe wants to get on the board with some horns.
I want to kill that. Not telling you how big is.
Yeah, he wants to kill that nice deer. Yeah, and if you took the horns away, that is a mature old deer. That's one that I would definitely want to take. But yeah,
and I was like, that deer's down before rifle season because I only want me or Andrew killing it.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a great youth opener. 4 days, hard hunting. Joe got a doe down. She's sitting in the cooler right now.
It's actually a 100-pound doe, pretty good size.
Yeah, for us, 100 pounds is a mature doe. I mean, 120 pounds is a massive doe.
Because last year I probably killed a 90.
Yeah, our deer down here aren't super big bodied in Mississippi.
Not at all.
So, but yeah, we're excited. I mean, got plenty more hunting to do. The season's really just kicking off here.
Yep.
And so we're pretty excited. Happy to get the Seekins. Happy Joe christened it the right way with a doe.
Got the bullet casing right here in my hand.
He's got it in his hand.
I was gonna write something on it.
I was gonna write miss on it and give it to Joe. I'm glad I didn't. We like to write, keep the case and write on what was taken and when it was taken, and kind of have those sitting around with all the other stuff too. So, I
And
guess
this was also only my second time shooting a 6.5 PRC when I killed that thing.
Yeah, you shot one and hit a steel at 300, and then you shot a doe.
Which is actually 2 memorable shots.
Rememberable.
Rememberable.
It's
It's a word now.
Yeah. So I think that's it, man. We got, youth season. As hunting season rolls along, probably going to be doing a whole bunch of these, at least weekly, if not bi-weekly, because when hunting season rolls around, we are in the woods a lot. And that way we can remember most of this stuff. We want to get it down onto tape, as the old folks say.
And shout out to my friend Ellis. He's already killed some deer.
Nice.
2 does and a buck.
Nice.
On the same day too.
That's a lot of deer. That's a lot of deer. So I think did you say you have a really good tip? Another tip? You did a tip of the podcast last time, but you told me you had another one.
Oh, what was it? I think this was it. Always pay attention to what the deer do before you shoot.
Yeah, you got to read.
And also wait till they lift their head before you shoot, because that will also give you the least amount of chance of shooting them in the head.
Yeah, well, you did tell me that. You're like, I gotta wait for her to lift her head before I shoot.
Which she did, and then she turned, and I thought the limb was her head, because it's a pretty chunky limb.
Yeah, so you did do that. So I don't know. You just had a joke yesterday. You don't have a joke today, do you?
This is a joke.
They've all been jokes.
This is going to be more of an joke. How did the Italian chefs die?
How?
He passed it away.
That's actually not that bad. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
You just made that up?
No, I didn't make it up. I heard it from somewhere.
Okay, well that's not bad. I'll give that a solid 5.
I modified it a little though.
I'll give it a 5. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I mean, we're getting very lengthy in our podcast here. So
how long is this one?
45 minutes.
Wow, that's like
second longest podcast. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop talking so much.
This is honestly considered a short podcast compared to what Meteor does.
Yeah, but also it's just me and you talking about the stuff we've done.
Yeah.
Not really educational, so. But it's good to get it down. We have it now. I don't have anything else, do you?
And also for parents, try and regulate your kids shooting light.
The one time I let you make your own call, you're going to sit here and try to educate me on when. So, you know what? What happened the next day we went? What'd I tell you?
Well, it was also a buck only.
No, but what'd I tell you?
I call the shots.
That's right. I'll let you learn a little bit, but we're not going to do it twice in a row. We're going to make good decisions. I'm not saying you made a bad decision, but maybe you did.
Could have been better.
Yeah. I mean, then end result happened. Same. So you just got to learn from it. And I will say this. We were hunting Tuesday, and you looked at me and was like, my shooting light's done. I can't see. Like, even if a deer walked out now, I'm not going to shoot it. And that's what I want, right? Sunday, you were like, I'm going to take my chances. Tuesday, you were like, no, I can't.
And it was at the exact same time I shot the
Yeah, you effectively looked at me and said, I can't see anymore to make a good shot. My shooting light's done. I said, okay. So, I mean, that's what I want.
We still stayed to see how long the razor could go, because it's pretty good.
Well, yeah, because Sunday night I filmed my phone, and then I finally started bringing the tripod with the phone scope to get some good footage. Well. And yeah, it was great. We do have a lot of this on video, so we may try to actually put out a little YouTube video on it. Really just depends on if I put it together or not. So anyway, that's it. We need to wrap up. We're now at 47 minutes. So tell them what they need to do if they haven't heard it before.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have one of those, but it is good.
Catch you next time.
All right.